Hello, welcome to a Thursday night Facebook class with CJ Card Creations. My name is Christy Hillock, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm so glad that you're here. Whether you're catching me live or catching me on the replay, make sure that you drop a comment below the video. And if you would like to be entered in a drawing to win the card that we make tonight, make sure that you share this video on your profile page or whatever they're called. So yeah, thank you for watching. I have got several things that I want to tell you before we start stamping. So first, if you want the measurements for tonight's project, make sure that you have subscribed to my emails by Sunday night because my emails go out Monday morning. And if you would like to actually receive a kit to make tonight's card, hey mom, as well as the next two cards in this month's class, then make sure that you head over by October 31st and place a $35 or more order in my online store. And there's a host code that you'll want to put in to make that show up so that I know that you want those kits. So this month, I'm actually featuring the Ringed with Nature bundle. So it's beautiful. It had a coordinating pack of designer series paper in the Celebration catalog. That's all gone now, and that's not what I'm using, but it may have caught your attention because of that. So it's a hybrid folder, so you can emboss and die cut at the same time, which is awesome. And I think, so the reason that I picked this particular bundle, hey Aunt Pat, I'm glad you're here, is that I also used the bundle for my Christmas class that is this Saturday. And I'm using it for my regular October class to go. So what I wanted to do was give you one bundle with all sorts of different options so that you could really see how versatile this bundle is. So let's see, I mentioned my Christmas classes. So the one for this Saturday is full, but I do have one coming up on November 12th, which is another Saturday. And all of these are at my house on Saturday afternoon from 2 to 5. And so if you aren't local or if you've got a conflict, you can also buy this class to go. So there's the November 12th, and then there's one that's going to feature tags and gift packaging on December 10th. And then that's the end of the series. So I also have a regular just Monday night class on October 24th. And for that one, we always make 3 projects. It's $15 at the door, or it's free with a $25 order in my online store. And then after the video posts, I will go back and add in links to my online store if you wanted to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. If you were interested in joining Stampin' Up! As a demonstrator, and let me just tell you, right now is a totally awesome time to sign up as a demonstrator. So normally it's still the best deal because it is $99 with free shipping and you get to pick $125 in product. You also get a Paper Pumpkin kit. So if you've never tried one, you can see what they're all about. And then business supplies, and the business supplies, like, there's actually no obligation to create a business from this. It's just so that if you decide you want to, you can. So the really nice thing about joining is that there's really no obligation after you join. You get a 20% discount on all future orders while you're a demonstrator. And you've got just quarterly minimum, but it's not very much. And if you don't meet that quarterly minimum, then you just drop, and it's not a big deal. There's no penalty. So I highly recommend doing the starter kit deal. If you do, then you join my team, the Queen Bees, and I share all of my PDFs with my team, and we've got just a kind of a constant chat going on so that we can share projects with each other and that kind of thing. So it's a really good deal. And let's see what else. I mentioned Paper Pumpkin. That is a monthly subscription, all-inclusive kit. And so every month you get a a totally unique stamp set. Like an ink spot is what they call them, but it's just these little bitty ink pads. And you get all of the die cuts and embellishments and adhesives to make the projects that they've designed for you. And so this month, we are currently signing up for the Ho 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 kit. So it will, it'll come out after the 10th. And so the deadline to subscribe is the 10th. Hey, Jane, I'm glad you're here. The deadline to subscribe is the 10th, and then they'll ship it out within the next couple of weeks. And it is all Christmas cards. And then the following kit is coordinated to your Christmas cards, but it's actually tags, which I think is awesome because in, mid to late November, you're starting to think about all of your packaging. So I think that is all that I wanted to talk about. So I'm going to flip the camera and fix up my lighting, and we'll get started. So we are, let's see, that's the Rooted in Nature, or no, wow, that's an old bundle, Ringed with Nature. I don't know. Too many names that all sound very similar. So that's what we're doing tonight. But I just got this and I haven't even opened it. And I am so excited about this kit. So this is the birthday card organizer kit. So you can see there's a binder and then it's got pockets, and it also makes coordinating cards. It's got these cute little sequins, and it includes, this is our tear and tape and dimensionals. So everything you need to be totally ready for birthday cards for the year. So I can't wait to put this together and share it with you, but I wanted to give you a little sneak peek. They're $25. It's an incredible deal. I think that, you can't get even cheap cards for, 12 cards for $25. So, oh, good, Jane. I'm glad you did. I have seen a lot of orders for it go through, so I won't be surprised if it disappears for a little while, but they typically try to bring kits back, so we'll hope. But just to make it a non-issue, just go order yours. This is the card that we made last week with the paper pumpkin kit for Halloween. And I just designed this really simple, quick card. And so I drew for the winner, and Janie, it is coming your way. So congratulations, Janie. And then I'll show you the Christmas cards for this Saturday. I thought they turned out really well. I'm really excited about them. So it's the way my Stamp-A-Stacks work. I have 4 designs, and you'll make 3 of each design. And then you also get a bunch of product to take home with you. So I think that will be really fun. I'm looking forward to it. And I think that's it. So this is the card that we're going to make tonight. And I decided for my Facebook class series to use the Rustic Pumpkin Designer Series paper. And I just love the way it's really striking because it's on a lot of black backgrounds. Oh, good. I think the Stamp-A-Stack is really fun, especially when you're trying to make a lot, because they're a little bit simpler designs, and you just have fun getting them put together. And then at the end of the day, you're ready for quite a lot of card mailing. So this one, I used the hybrid embossing folder, and then I used coordinating dies to cut the windows. So I was going to show you how to do all of that, and I am feeling super cool right now because I can't find the folder. I don't know what happened. So this is the folder itself. And I was going to see, I don't even think I have a fully embossed panel with it that you can look at. But you can kind of see on here this, well, let's see. So this one, it's entirely possible, although I try to keep the dog out of here these days because it's such a mess and she's so clumsy. But this whole sheet is embossed and I just love the way the tree rings look. So we are going to make this card. Unfortunately, although I was going to show you how it works, I have it all pre-assembled and cut out and everything for you. So we are just going to start with a 4 by 5¼ inch panel of crumb cake and then shoot it through the embossing folder. And then, you guys, seriously, now I've lost the dies too. Oh, they're there. That would be ridiculous. Okay, so with the hybrid folder, this will nestle down in the folder and then you run it through all at once. But for this project, that's not what we did. We took, let's see, this one, and this one to cut these holes. So seriously, Jane, I mean, and the sad thing is that I cleaned my office today, not because I was missing that, but just because it like desperately needed it. And I still can't find it. So who knows? It'll turn up or not, but all right. So I am just going to adhere this to my pumpkins with a little bit of liquid glue. And I want to make sure that I don't get glue where I don't want it. So I'm just going really lightly kind of in the corners where I know it's going to stick, if that makes sense. And then, right, those kids fried my brain. Okay, so then we're just going to set this on here like so and watch it scoot all around. So the main thing with this is that I want to make sure that the windows are entirely covered by the designer series paper. And I am seriously smearing glue everywhere because I'm so discombobulated about the stupid folder. But that will erase and that will be fine. Okay, so thanks, Jane. You know, I guess that's a trick you learn when you have children because I sure didn't used to be flexible at all. Okay, so this is just going to go on a Mossy Meadow card base. And you will notice that I cut my designer series paper wide enough so that it would cover both the windows, but small enough that I could sort of tilt it and tweak it so that it sat right, if that makes sense. And you certainly could do them exactly the same size if you wanted to, if that was easier. So that is our card front. And now what I did was took, let's see if I can figure out which one it was. So I think it's this one. It's not the very smallest. But I took this die and just some regular basic white cardstock and cut out the tree ring. And then what I want to do is just kind of nestle this in here. And you can tell that if you spin them around enough, you find where they notch in perfectly. So now that I know how this one needs to be oriented, I can take it back off so that I have a nice flat surface to stamp on. And then I'm going to bring in my crumb cake ink. And my sentiment says, just for you. So we'll get that nice and inked up here. And it just barely fits like that. And it will be straight-ish. It's not perfect, doesn't have to be. And then we'll stamp for the inside and then we'll decorate. And oh my gosh, this is way, way shorter than it was supposed to be because of the missing embossing folder. And I mean, I dug through the trash. I cannot imagine. So Mom, I just shipped you that box. You might look through it, make sure it's not in there. Um, so there is that. We'll set that aside and bring in just a regular 4 by 5¼ inch panel of basic white. And this is the tree ring stamp. So we'll ink that up. And one idea that I had was to ink it with crumb cake and then daub on some early espresso kind of around the edges to give it more depth, but I haven't played with that yet, so that may be coming. There is that. Uh-oh, yeah. I mean, it's got to be here. It has to. Because I really just don't take anything out of this office normally, so anyway. Now I'm looking for my seal, and the reason that I kind of prefer to use seal on my card liners is that sometimes the liquid glue will show through just a little bit. So when I can find it, I do the seal for the inside. All right, and then we're just going to center this up with the nice Mossy Meadow frame there. I know, right? I mean, everybody loses stuff. I think it's just the nature of either crafters or humans, maybe both. So we can't feel too bad about it. All right, and then I'm going to use my faux sea glass shapes. So these, when they came out, honestly, I was like, I only know how to use symmetrical things. So it's taken me a little bit to sort of figure these out, but I really like that they're all different sizes and shapes. And so you can find one that fits exactly how you want it to. And that is really appealing to me. So we're going to do one on our sentiment. And then for this card, I decided to do 5 of the embellishments rather than my usual 3. So it's still an odd number, but I just felt like with the way the cutouts were, I could add a little bit more than I do sometimes. So I'm doing all different shapes here. And I think that that is going to do it. So really quite straightforward aside from how the folder works. And I will, as soon as I find it, create just a short video to demonstrate how to do that if you haven't ever seen it before. It is a really weird concept that you would put a die inside the folder. So that's the plan there. And I think that is everything. So yay for short and sweet tonight. So I would love to hear what you think about this project and what color combinations you would like to play with. I was talking today about how when you're doing something that actually occurs in nature, I get really stuck on the colors that occur in nature. But sometimes it's just really nice to play with purple or, some crazy color that a tree would never be. And so I am doing a little bit more like that for my October class to go. So look for that in the next email. There will be a registration form and a little bit of a preview. So all right, well, thank you all for being here. Make sure that you like and share this video so that you can have a chance to win this card from tonight. And have a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much. Bye.